Welcome to another me and my guitar video. The first one I made was a complete success. I was showing my Ibanez MTM2, and I'm gonna continue the series and pick out another guitar for today. What? Vad är det?
Den här ja.
Ja.
Det är en enhörning.
Okej, det här då?
Ballerina zombie som heter Malin.
Ballerina Zombie. Okay, great. Amazing. So in the last video I talked about the Ibanez MTM2, and today I'm going to talk about a guitar that I had way back, like in the beginning of 2000. I think I bought it around 1999. I had it for a bunch of years. I was really happy with this guitar. But at that time, I was basically slinging guitars and amplifiers here and there. I didn't really think that much about the emotional value about the guitars. But this is one of those guitars that I completely regretted selling. And there are two guitars like that. And I'm going to show one of them today. And in the next video, I'm going to show the other one. So that one guitar was the Ibanez Universe. So ever since I sold that guitar and regretting it, I've always been sort of on the lookout for another Universe like this. And in Sweden, I mean, they existed in Sweden, but obviously not as common. And since the guitar was limited to about 600 guitars, I mean, and they were released back in the beginning of the 1990s, you would have to imagine that a fair bit of them would probably, you know, destroyed or, you know, lost somewhere. But then back in 2013, 14, something like that, I got an opportunity to trade one of my Strandberg guitars towards this Universe. And, here it is. And I don't know if you saw my video where I made a vlog from Norway where I got to meet Steve Vai. I actually got a chance to have a 2.5-hour cab ride with him, which was absolutely mind-blowing, by the way. That man is a true god. Both Steve Vai and I were performing at this Larvik guitar show. So in hopes of getting my guitar signed, I brought it with me all the way to Norway. And as you can see, it was signed. So I'm very happy about that. I actually got it signed twice, also on the headstock. 2018, March, I guess. Look at that. And even though this is not the original Ibanez Universe that I had in the early 2000s, it is still very, very similar. And actually, I saw my old Universe being for sale like very shortly after I bought this, but I didn't have any money to get that particular one. But this one is in pristine condition. I mean, it barely has any dings on it. It's made 1990. All right. So here's the original like that, okay. It has a couple of dings and spot. It's not too bad. It's not too bad. I mean, other than that, it's in really good condition. And one thing that I truly, truly liked about the Ibanez Universe, this one, is how incredible this wizard neck was. I also had an RG7620, which had a little bit of a thicker neck. And I had it at the same time as I had my Universe. And the Universe just played a lot better. It's so thin. So thin and nice. All right. Do I have a guitar pick here? No. Holy. Okay, I have a bag of guitar picks here. Look at this. What's this? Okay, Jazz 3. Okay, that's good. Oh, okay. That bag was opened. Okay, let's just do this. Dunlop Tortex 1.35. Let's do that. Is it in tune? Drop A. Okay, wasn't too bad though. Last time I used this guitar, I put on new strings on it, so I'm not going to change the strings, but I am gonna make sure it's in good tuning, good setup for a potential Ola demo. Okay, so what I usually do, set them to the center like this, these fine tuners right here. Then let's tune. Oh, this is too small. That's what she said. No jokes like that with my daughter in there, just saying. There you go, locked and loaded. Let's check the tuning again. Okay, let's check. So as you can see, the bridge is not perfectly straight with the body. You want it to be kind of level with the body. It's a little bit like this. So I have to make that adjustment. And how do I do that? Well, go in on the back side and fiddle a little bit with the springs. So that original Universe that I had, I was using that as a live guitar with my band for a lot of years. Basically my go-to guitar. One of the best 7-string I've ever owned. There you go, adjusting the screws a little bit. See, there's already 4 springs on there, should be more than enough. And that looks about leveled. Maybe I should need a 5th spring in there. Should I fill that in? When you made the adjustments and you know the bridge isn't leveled enough, you would need to put more tension on this block right here. So I'm gonna put another spring, a 5th spring on this. And look, it has one of those in it. This comes from a Solar guitar, so it has one of these rubber tubes in it just to kind of get rid of the ringing that these make. So I'm gonna do this tube. Professional. And now people are gonna be like, oh, like you f***ing asshole. What are you doing? Look like a f***ing noob. Well, I am a noob. Get in there, you asshole. There you go. That's a 5th spring on there right now. And as you can see, I'm gonna check the tuning as well, obviously, because when you do adjustments like this, you have to retune the guitar. Make sure everything is in tune. Because the guitar, obviously, the strings will react to the tension changes I made at the back. So I will have to put my hair in a ponytail because that's what I do. And as you can see, immediately the bridge is more than level. It's actually below where it should be. So I'm gonna unscrew my screws. That's what I do here. And I must say, these screws have seen better days. Just saying. Don't know if you can see that, but it's been used. It's really hard to get a grip there. It's kind of like the thing you have to do with Floyd Rose bridges. You have to go back and forth with adjustments like this. And I know that scares a lot of people, but you know, you just have to get into it. You have to just do it. Okay. Har du skrivit? Amasmlö. Har du skrivit? Det betyder ingenting. You know what I really enjoy about these? Just, you know, standing here, touching my guitars. It's a little bit of a therapy for me. Okay, I think now we're pretty good at this. I mean, look at that. So as you can see now, this part right here is flat with the body. And that's kind of like in the ballpark of where you want that bridge to sit. I'm gonna put back this. Screwy my little screwy face on right there. This screw is not doing anything. I guess the hole is way too big. It's just spinning. Spinning penis, spinning penis. But have to be careful about those spinning penises, by the way. They can be deadly. Absolutely lethal. Spinning penis. All right, that's for that. Let's try. Okay, let's lock it up, baby. When you lock these, don't lock them too tight, okay? Just like until it stops. I think we're good. There you go. Let's go play it. All right, there we go. I think everything's kind of figured out. Great. So yeah, here it is. The Ibanez Universe PWH. And I'm ready. I mean, right off the bat, the shape of the neck here, I mean, this neck is just so incredibly sleek and flat, and I mean, even when I play here, it doesn't fill up my hand at all. It's really like, there's a lot of room left to fill up the palm of my hand right here. All right, I'm gonna see if I can raise the bridge just slightly, like this. Yeah, man, feels good. You know, I tried a bunch of other universes that came after this and the green one, and the newer version that they had a little thicker of a neck, and I just didn't like that. This one has, I would probably say, as close as possible to a perfect 7-string neck right here. It's just, it's hard to describe. Something I really like about playing a 7-string has always been about when you're in drop, that you can make these really big, nice sounding chords. Nothing saying you can play big chords on a 6-string guitar, but I just find it more convenient on a 7-string guitar. Oops. Shit, man. There it is. 1 out of 2 guitars, well actually 3 guitars that kind of got away. This was the absolute first one that I totally regretted selling. The Ibanez Universe PWH. And having the signature right here just, you know, puts the dot over the I. That's a Swedish expression. Not sure if it's an expression in the US, but basically it just completes this guitar. And you know, now I have a story with this guitar, you know, that I brought it to Norway, and you know, I had these 2.5 hours with Steve Vai where we sat and you know, he talked and I basically just listened in the car. It was me and Louise and Steve Vai and his wife. And I remember when I was sitting there, it was early in the morning, we were both going to the airport, and it was so quiet in the car, and Louise sent me a text like, now's your chance, like, talk to him. So I actually went and, you know, started talking to Pia, his wife, who has Swedish relatives. So I kind of like, yeah, you know, kind of breaking the ice, asking like, okay, I heard that you're, you know, you had family in Sweden. And she's like, oh, I started talking and blah, blah, blah. And, you know, we started talking that way, and that kind of opened up the whole conversation. And eventually I started talking to Steve, and, you know, Steve opened up, and it was just a really amazing experience. And I mean, there's something truly, truly spiritual about that man that's really hard to put your finger onto. But when he speaks, you listen. That's the deal right there. He speaks, you listen, and you take that in. I think he has a lot of very good and important things to say. And he has a lot of good tips for independent musicians, just like myself. And having this guitar right here, it makes me incredibly proud, and even to have a story to tell about it and a video to show for it just makes it even more special. So there you go, that's my guitar, my Ibanez Universe PWH. In the next video I'm going to talk about another guitar that kind of got away. Can you guess what it is? Let me know in the comment section. If you like this video, please put a thumbs up, maybe subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Bye.